this could be our property. Hey, my name is Danica, and along with my husband Tim and our 2 daughters, we sold our house and decided to build our home on 8 acres of land in Atlantic Canada. We packed up everything into our container and we set out on a bare piece of land, still wooded and treed, nothing done to it, and decided to start from scratch there. I want to take you on a journey over the past almost 2 years of what we've accomplished so far. One of the first things we did was buy an RV so that we could live in it on the property while we built our house. Okay, I just want to get a shot of the progress. We're out in the country where there's moose, deer, bear, coyotes, all sorts of different things. One of our first steps was getting our entryway put in with the culvert and clearing the driveway and getting that set up so that we could even get trucks down into the property where our cleared land was for our house build. This is probably one of the most underrated, costly items for a fresh build. So if you can find a piece of property that already has an entryway, culvert, and driveway, you're already saving money. For the first little while, this land was pretty much just mud everywhere. You would just sink like it was sinking sand. It was so crazy. Another thing that we did before we even moved into the RV on the property was to get our well dug, because it is so important to have water. There have been other people who have moved out to their property without a well dug, and let me tell you, it makes a huge difference. As far as the cost of wells go, ours was probably relatively good because we hit water, I think about 70 meters down. We did have to reinforce it, so that was a little bit more of a cost so that it wouldn't collapse in on itself. And something that you also need to think about is if you are on solar like we are, that might also affect the type of pump that you're using with your system. I think it's important to mention you want to make sure that you have a reputable contractor or someone who is doing this landscaping. There's been many times I've heard of situations where people have lost a lot of money to someone they didn't realize was actually not a great person. So I recommend doing research and reading lots of reviews. Find someone that you trust to do this, because that can be a lot of money. A ton of sandstone here, like a ton. Halfway up the driveway, the first half is muddy and soft, and then the second half is like a massive amount of sandstone. This was an exciting day. This is when our container and our RV were brought out to the property. And it always seems to be raining when we move. It's like a thing now. we move, it rains. Yeah. Is that whose truck is at the end of the driveway?
Alex is in here too.
Yeah, there's another truck. So this is a spot that we're going to put the house. It's 40 by 50. We did this because of the way it was easier to cut the ICF. It just made sense. We wanted to go as simple as possible. It's on this side based on the best spot for, honestly, the septic to go. That's how we based the placement of our house. So this is where the ICF will be going and where the concrete pours will be going for the ICF. So they put the concrete here first and then they'd be building up from there. And then these are the where the support beams are going to be going in the house as well. Another thing we set up was the solar. I didn't get many clips of that. That was kind of like just get it up as fast as we could because we needed power. And then this was the first pour for the base of the house there. You helping there? Bailey, come here. This is the ICF being delivered. I'm sorry that the layout is like this way for my camera. I didn't learn till later to do landscape, so it'll switch midway through this and it looks a lot better. I just want to mention we didn't have like a general contractor for this. Like my husband was the one who oversaw pretty much everything with this build. We had a lot of help from a lot of different people throughout the process, and we hired out for certain things that we needed to hire out for. But my husband was the one who did all the research. He did a lot of the work. He did the oversight. Like this is all possible, honestly, because of all his hard work. Okay.
Hi. I'm in danger.
Multiple spots are in danger. So I just click John.
Clips in there like that. And I'll pass you up the next bar.
Don't fall. I have it on camera.
You can go down your way. About there. Okay.
So is it going under those hook things?
Yeah, it clips into this thing. It just kind of rolls down in.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can just come over here and press down a little bit, and then I'll hand up the other one.
This was the first pour of concrete into the first layer of ICF. So this would be like, I guess, the basement walls that you're seeing, which are above ground. We didn't want to dig too far down because there's a lot of flooding in Atlantic Canada. So you can see Tim is holding this like vibrating machine that you stick in after the pour of concrete, so it vibrates all like the little air bubbles and stuff out. So once the joists were done for the main floor, this is us getting the subfloor in for the main level. And yeah, we hand bombed these all. So now this is the main level ICF walls that are being put together. This was one of those things we hired for putting the trusses together. That was worth the money to do that because that saved a whole lot of stress, and it was someone who does this for a living, so they knew like the ins and outs of it. And this was done, I believe this was around November that this was done. So at this point we were already out of the RV and into our cottage rental. And then so they did this, they did the concrete pour on the second level, and then I believe they put up the like the boards up on the roof there, and then that was it for our first year, which I believe we technically moved out to the property, I think it was around July. So it was July, August, September, October, November, so that was about like 5 months of work. So now this is the shingles getting done. This is now year 2. It's spring of the next year. I've just climbed up here. This is our entryway here. So this is what's done in here. It's kind of echoey. So basically we have like our subfloors done. We have a dryer, so that's cool. Out of everything, we have a dryer in here. And all that's done. So it's basically just a shell of a house right now. And all this flooring is done except for where the stairs are going to be. There. So we were going to have, I got to make sure I keep this short. We were going to keep the laundry over there, but because we're doing propane, and most of our propane things were over here, to run a line all the way across the house to that corner of the house was going to add some extra money to how much it would cost. Sitting light. It's the primary bathroom there. This was kind of an exciting part, starting to frame the inside. The cool thing about this is nothing here is structural, so we could put this however we wanted to. Is that one way heavier? Don't break my house, Byron.
I think he's good.
Yep. You need to do the what's the the sound of music? So on this day we're working on the drain tile and also the it's like a rubber sealer on this part of the house where the wrap goes, and the wrap will stick to it. It's like, what is it, like a silicone kind of primer? Basically, it's all part of the process of making sure your basement doesn't flood.
So I think we put the rock on this corner and then move it back. Like the gravel and stuff. We finish it here and then just move it back. Yeah. And then we can get at that joint nice and I can fill it full of that stuff. Membrane.
It's a waterproof membrane. And what? Ow.
It's got all those dimples in it.
These dimples?
I understand.
Uh-huh.
Because if water does get behind it, it'll still take the path of least resistance.
I'm messing with like my camera settings. This was the fireplace going in, and this machine that they had was so handy. I was so glad they had it because that fireplace is very heavy. And originally we were going to put this in the basement, and we changed our mind because we're like, well, we have such a beautiful piece in the basement. We should have it in our main room as a focal point. And I'm pretty sure when they found out that we moved it to the top floor, they breathed a sigh of relief. Now, while we both love the fireplace and like the aesthetic of it, I think if you were to ask us at this point if we would have done it different, I think we would have done a propane furnace instead. It's nice having a fireplace, and who knows, our answer might change in like the next couple years. Because we were so focused on the house build, we didn't set enough time aside to get our firewood ready for it. So we had to buy some, and a lot of wood that we did have was wet. So I think maybe in the next couple years that could change as we're better prepared.
Let him get up another step or two. You good? Yeah.
Alright, so these guys are here working today. There's a bunch of them. I got more of this set up. So right now that's going to the master. And I guess that one will be one of the bedrooms here. And oh, it's like going under. Oh, interesting. And then one goes to that bedroom there. Huh. Do you remember when you said you'd never tile again?
No, don't video it. I don't know what I'm doing.
stove and dryer.
I see it.
Swing it that way.
I'm doing the vapor barrier.
Yeah,
Yeah. This is the next step.
yeah. And I take a video with a bit.
Like way better, and by yourself.
Hi, with a bit. I'll just take a picture of you.
We had some people over from the church today, and they're helping us get the insulation and the vapor barrier done, and then started on a lot of our drywall. And actually starting to look like a house-ish more. Like there's like random spots. I just have to cut that, I guess. Got our first layer of insulation done in the attic. Now that the vapor barrier is done, it's already feeling so much. Should probably be going slower than this. So much warmer in here. Alright. 17 degrees now, Tim. Wow. Hello. Are you ready? I think that's what it is. So that's what we're gonna try and do, because that actually stayed in. Versus last time, it would not. You and he's a dentist. Well, you still gotta pick up your mess. Yeah, I don't want it over the screw. I want it over. So I've just done my last ICF outlet, I think. I keep finding ones that I didn't know were there. Ouch. So I'm gonna see if I can test them. The thing plugs outside. There we go. And then I'm gonna use, this was another thing, one of Amazon's, like a voltage. Wonder. Oh. So that means there's power there. I wonder if I can plug this in one-handed. It's like a tester. Tells you if like anything's wrong or anything. Or if it's correct. Let's hope for the correct one. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, it's correct! Yeah! I'm so proud of myself. So are you doing one on each?
Right now, yeah.
Are you filling in the outlet cutouts?
Yeah.
What is that black stuff? What?
Vapor barrier sealer.
A vapor barrier sealer? Like, is it like caulk?
Yeah. It's just holding it down on the wall here.
Is it like actually meant for vapor barrier?
Yeah.
Is it meant for the ICF too?
Not necessarily, no. But I figure wall goes up, because once the drywall sits on here, it'll help seal it too, because that'll be pressing against it.
What you doing there?
What?
What are you doing?
I don't know!
Were mistakes made?
I made a terrible mistake!
You don't have to hide your face. We put up the wrong vapor barrier. Can you see the difference? It's so tiny. Whereas this is the right stuff and it's so much more thick. Wrong vapor barrier. Right vapor barrier. So we have most of the shiplap up on the ceiling for the rooms that it's going in. We're still working on finishing up, you know, the mudding and taping for the drywall, but this is kind of it for where we're at now, and we'll be doing more projects in the spring.